And welcome everybody here to the lead-up episode to Survivor Series of Thursday Night Smackdown. I'm Christopher Pierce, being joined here by Jimmy Bly and Kyle Matthews, and we're getting ready here for tag team action. Gentlemen, can you feel it? Survivor Series is in the air.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is gonna be a hell of a match, hell of an episode. Survivor Series looms ever so closer. I can feel it. This is gonna be amazing.
It certainly is, and you know the teams have been formed, and this is the last time the teams are gonna have to prepare until we get to Survivor Series, so it should be fun.
Well, we're getting ready for tag team action here. The Usos going to take on the newly formed team of Cesaro and Apollo Crews. But guys, tonight's main event, the leader of Team Cole, Commissioner Seth Cole, steps in the ring once again. This time, he takes on the leader of the Underdogs of the Underground, the Masked Figure.
That'll be a good match, to say the least. A bit of a preview for Sunday night. Definitely be worth watching.
Absolutely, we found out last week who the Masked Figure isn't. Everybody thought it was Sami Zayn, but lo and behold, he was announced to be on Team Cole to take on the Underdogs of the Underground this Sunday night at Survivor Series. So we now have absolutely no idea who the Masked Figure is.
And of course, there's been a social media war going on between Seth Cole and the Masked Figure, who very cleverly just puts his name down as Underdog Savior on Twitter. But he said to Commissioner Seth Cole, he says, "You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into asking for a matchup tonight." And then the rebuttal from Commissioner Seth Cole was, "Oh, don't worry, it will be a one-on-one matchup."
Yeah. So I wonder what...
Mind games being played here on social media. Who knows what's going to happen tonight, though.
I wonder what that's gonna mean, though. Think about it. It's gonna be a one-on-one. Never know.
So the Usos here, we know how definitely being brothers, they know each other inside and out, but what are your guys' opinion on this newly formed team of Cesaro and Apollo Crews?
It's always fun. It's always interesting to see a team that's just formed up like, you know, Cesaro and Apollo Crews. You know, those two probably don't know. And those two probably may not know each other very well yet, so they're probably trying to work the bugs out right now, but we'll see how they do tonight against the Usos.
But a last-minute throw together, it looked like. I'm not sure. But, you know, we all know how Cesaro can get along with some people, so it just maybe could work out for them.
Well, Jimmy, you call it a last-minute throw together, but I would call your attention to another team that was kind of a throw together, orchestrated by Paul Heyman back when Rusev chose Brock Lesnar as a tag team partner. They went on to be SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
They sure did, and man, you know, like I said, it could work. Sometimes having these types of teams can work, sometimes they don't. It all really depends. And I think maybe they could work. Y'all know the success that both of these superstars have.
Absolutely, Apollo Crews going for a cover here, but I can never tell the Usos apart.
Neither can I.
Had the arm underneath the rope and caused the break.
Interesting thing, too, I mean, you look at Apollo Crews and Cesaro, the two of them, their styles somewhat similar. I mean, they are deceptively strong, but equally athletic, so almost kind of like two carbon copies of each other teaming up. So, I mean, they're dominating when they're by themselves. Take and multiply them by two. I think you got yourself a pretty formidable tag team.
That's true. Never really know, though. But you sure do speak for it pretty good. It's really hard to tell exactly what can happen in the outcome of a lot of these matches. And you know they're bringing it pretty good.
And
so who knows?
Super kick there by I think that's Jey Uso. Again, like you, Kyle, I cannot tell them apart either.
Yeah, I mean the face, you know, they wear them on different sides of their face, but unfortunately, I can never remember which one wears it on what side.
Same here.
That doesn't help me one bit.
Also tonight,
look
folks.
at Cesaro.
Yeah. So right now, looks like Apollo Crews, Cesaro doing well together. But also later on here tonight, folks, the women will be in action. All three members of the SmackDown Survivor Series team, the women's champions Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha Banks, they'll be in a triple threat match. The winner of that match will be named the leader of Team SmackDown.
That's going to be interesting. I mean, you got 3 of the 4 original horsewomen going after each other to figure out who's going to be the leader of their team going into Raw. And honestly, you know, if you think about it, there really shouldn't have to be a leader. Everybody should have their part. It's a team. It's not. It's you know. It's not all for one. It's not all for one for all. It's a teamwork here.
Frog splash on Cesaro. Could that be it? And Cesaro kicks out at 2.
But back to your point about them trying to figure out who's going to be the leader. I mean, you know, this match, you know, could this be a little bit of a distraction to them? Could it, you know, kind of hinder their teamwork a little bit? You know,
never know. It could.
It certainly could. I mean, you know, it's kind of interesting, the decision made here by Commissioner Seth Cole. I actually kind of agree with you guys. I also kind of think that this maybe puts both Raw and SmackDown Women's Survivor Series teams at a bit of a disadvantage. Of course, there could be dissension that could kind of sprout from tonight's triple threat match. And, of course, earlier on this week on Raw, the Women's Raw team, they lost to a 3-woman team that you know, women that were not part of the Survivor Series teams. So I don't know. Both women's teams could head into Survivor Series at a bit of a mental disadvantage as Apollo Crews nearly picks up the pinfall.
Very well could. You never know.
Usos going for the cover here.
Oh, and he got him.
And they got it.
Wow. The Usos come out on top.
Well, this ain't the start that Apollo Crews and Cesaro were looking for here.
Certainly not. But the Usos,
teamwork by the Usos.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think this definitely could catch the eye of Commissioner Seth Cole. Maybe put them in line for challenging for the tag team championships. Who knows? But coming up next, folks, we've got a lot more action coming up on SmackDown. Don't go anywhere.
I can't wait for this.
Oh, wait a minute. That's Brock Lesnar, Sami Zayn, CM Punk. They're attacking Dolph Ziggler, one of the members of the Underdogs.
Well, this is certainly payback. I mean, we've seen the Underdogs, you know, doing this over the last few weeks, and you know, these guys, they've had enough of it, obviously. And now Dolph Ziggler finds himself on the Raw end here.
Well, remember the tweet. Remember the tweet that Commissioner Seth Cole sent out to that masked figure, the leader. It will be a one-on-one matchup. I think this may be a little bit of what he meant.
Yeah, as you can see, Ziggler trying to fight back, but to no avail. It's 3 against 1 in the back. A taste of your own medicine, Dolph Ziggler.
And, of course, CM Punk in this. He was attacked last week after he and his 2 Survivor Series teammates, Big Show and Shinsuke Nakamura, were victorious. I mean, this is some retribution for Punk. And, of course, Brock Lesnar, Sami Zayn, we were told last week, both of them out for physical and verbal revenge. So, yeah, like you said, taste of your own medicine, and what a clothesline, good Lord.
Oh my gosh, I mean, we've seen CM Punk attack on a number of occasions
look
here.
Look at him just stand back and let Brock Lesnar try to go, and look at this.
Ziggler with
Famouser there.
Yeah, but Sami Zayn with a power bomb.
Lesnar went for another one of his clotheslines.
Oh! Ziggler right off one of those cases.
Look at him just tossing them around, surrounding him now.
Ziggler doesn't even know where he's at right now.
No, he doesn't. And Ziggler, why would you go after Lesnar? Well, while that's going on in the back, it's time for our triple threat match. And here comes the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte. You know, I gotta wonder, if Charlotte is not able to win this matchup, would she even listen to Sasha Banks or Bayley as the team leader?
Oh, we all know Charlotte's ego.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, we all know Charlotte's ego. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in this match.
Yeah, and Sasha Banks is no short when it comes to ego either. I don't know about Bayley, but those two would be my biggest concern there.
Well, don't forget, it was last week that Sasha Banks qualified as the last member of the Women's Smackdown Survivor Series team, and now she's got an opportunity here to go, after 2 weeks not even being considered, to the leader of the SmackDown Women's team at Survivor Series.
You never know. You always get a wonderful smile on your face every time you hear Bayley's music play.
Yeah, if that doesn't put you in a good mood, I don't know what will. I mean, come on, look at this.
Well, maybe Alexa Bliss.
Possibility.
Now, Alexa Bliss only puts Kyle in a good mood. Bayley puts everybody in a good mood.
Ah, touche.
Can't argue with you on that one there.
Wacky, wavy, inflatable tube men up there on the stage. Signature for Bayley's entrance, and I don't know, guys. Bayley may be the wild card in all this. I mean, Sasha Banks has got momentum after her victory last week. Charlotte's the champion. I don't know. Maybe Bayley can use the triple threat rules to her advantage, sneak in, maybe get a quick pinfall here or something.
Absolutely. Bayley may think, she has something to prove here after the, because of the points that you just made. So we'll see what happens.
Already the double team happening on Charlotte.
And keep in mind, folks,
wow,
you are not seeing things. These are the three women that are going to have to team up this Sunday at Survivor Series. They are going toe-to-toe against each other, beating on each other, and yeah, the more and more that this matchup goes on, I think the more and more I'm going to be questioning, the thought process of what Commissioner Seth Cole was really thinking when he put these three in this matchup. I mean, Survivor Series, it's all about team unity, and I don't see how this matchup's really going to, kind of nurture that team unity.
Well, it could also let these women here get some last-minute aggression out towards one another. Also, you got to think about that one, and just adding the stipulation of team captain is like an added bonus.
Well, one thing about the triple threat rules is you always have to have your head on a swivel. Just because you got a pinfall on somebody, look at there, Bayley helping Charlotte to deliver those patented Ric Flair knife-edge chops, but you have to really incapacitate both your opponents to have a chance
Where's
at getting
Bayley
a pinfall.
going?
And oh man, wow!
But Bayley coming up empty. Sasha Banks saw that through all the way. Did a nice job of playing possum and avoided contact.
Oh, wow. A nice kick there by Sasha. And Charlotte is out, and now it maybe if they can continue to kind of incapacitate Charlotte, it can be Sasha versus Bayley, but roll up.
Roll up in the corner, and Bayley's quickly going to break it up.
Boy, these three know each other like the back of their hands. I mean, we all know the history that they have down in NXT. Those, all three of them have had matches with one another, and boy, they have everybody. They have each other scouted, so it's going to be interesting to see it.
Spear by
and a big-time spear.
And Sasha follows it up with a drop kick to the back of the head.
Back statement. Into the bank statement.
And just released the hold there very quickly, apparently.
I think her leg was under the rope.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she saw that Bayley was going to come and break it up and was dodging out of the way as Bayley is out, and
frog splash!
Shades of Eddie Guerrero!
Sasha paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero. We all know what Eddie meant to her growing up.
I want to break the thing here. Speaking of paying tribute, even though, what did you guys, I wasn't there last for Monday Night Raw, but what did you guys think of Michael Norman's music?
Nothing seems to surprise me anymore when it comes to his music. I mean, Exotic Butter's one thing, and then Ice Baby.
Sasha in to break that up. And like I said last week, Kyle, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we end up hearing Michael Norman come out of the ring accompanied by chipmunk music or something.
I actually got a phone call from Michael Norman saying he might need my help with his entrance I almost said Extreme Rules. That's next month's pay-per-view at Survivor Series, which is going to be a little throwback to an old classic, some old classic movie, that everybody seems to enjoy.
Sasha in for the cover here, and Bayley tried to break it up. She missed. And
but luckily, Charlotte was able to kick out at 2.
We saw that
really
last
worked for
time.
Sasha.
Oh!
Spear out of nowhere.
Now a knee drop.
Uh-oh.
Setting her up here.
Natural
selection.
Wait a minute.
Bayley.
Wait a minute.
Backstabber into the bank statement.
Bank statement's locked in. Bayley breaks it up very quickly.
Bayley breaks it up. Man, Christopher, you gotta work on your English, man.
Well, I mean, you know, when you got 3 competitors like that. Guillotine! Guillotine submission by Sasha. When you got 3 competitors like Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte going at it in the ring, it's kind of hard to English.
Right.
It is very hard to English.
And this has been a pretty intense match so far. I mean, you know, these 3 need to keep in mind that, you know, they do have a match this Sunday, and, you know, they want to go into this match, you know, as close to 100% as possible here.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about it, Team Raw, yeah, they were in a matchup a couple of days ago, but they've got about, 5-6 days to be able to recuperate. As almost Sasha Banks got that.
I thought that she had that.
I thought she did too. Whereas here, these 3 members, they've only got 3 days until Survivor Series to be able to recuperate.
Yeah. So, and you never know. The more they push themselves, the more tired they could become. You never know what's gonna happen.
Jawbreaker by Sasha on Bayley. Bayley
you gotta
down.
You gotta think as well with the Raw women's team losing.
Wait a minute. Submission and Bayley. Bayley now to her feet and now breaks it up. But for a moment there, Bayley was down on the mat still, and Charlotte was trying to pick up the submission victory.
Almost. But back to what I was saying about the Raw women's team. They lost their match last Monday. So you got to think that these women right here probably aren't even paying that much attention to this match. They're just trying to go out there and win because they feel if the women's team lost on Monday, then they're obviously going to lose at Survivor Series.
Oh, and another spear.
Bayley laid up. Bank statement, and Bayley is down. And Charlotte's tapping. Sasha Banks is going to be the leader of Team Smackdown for the Women's Survivor Series match.
Perfect timing by Sasha Banks. We saw Charlotte lay out Bayley with a spear, and then Sasha jumps at the opportunity, takes out Charlotte with the backstabber, puts her into the bank statement, and picks up the victory. Nicely done.
Very good ring wherewithal for Sasha Banks here.
Wait a minute.
Now Bo Dallas is getting the attack here.
Taking a page out of the Underdogs playbook, Punk, Lesnar, Zayn, they're running rampant in the backstage area.
Man, they're going to town on the Underdogs here.
I think very rarely the Underdogs look over their shoulders. They might have to tonight because already Dolph Ziggler's been taken out, and now Bo Dallas is the next on the hit list.
I think the old saying, "We are mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore," fits perfectly for this situation. I mean, this is the second time we've seen them go after the Underdogs.
And again, remember, each member of the Underdogs that this group takes out is one less underdog who could come down to the ring and interfere in tonight's matchup between Commissioner Seth Cole and the Masked Figure, the leader of the Underdogs of the Underground.
Look at him just staring at Bo Dallas, who's wobbly on legs. Now Bo Dallas trying to fight back against Lesnar. Lesnar immediately makes him pay.
Oh, I guarantee you, these guys, they are relishing every amount of pain that they are dosing out here on these Underdogs.
Question is, how are they getting these guys alone? These guys who just travel pretty much in packs So how are they able to find these guys alone like this?
It's a good question. Well, anyway, as we're getting set
Lesnar,
here,
I think Lesnar might have accidentally took out his other teammates as collateral by throwing throwdowns across the freaking backstage area.
I don't know, but anyway, we're getting set here for one-on-one action. The #1 contender. We will see at some point Brock Lesnar and this man Rusev fight for the U.S. title. And remember back to when they had that best-of-3 series. Lesnar swept it, but Rusev, he's back in the United States title picture, and tonight he's going to get a little bit of a warm-up match, I guess, if you will, against a returning Alberto Del Rio.
Former teammates these two used to be.
Back in the old League of Nations, of course that's no more, and they're gone on their separate ways here.
Now, obviously, Alberto Del Rio is no Brock Lesnar, but, I mean, how much momentum do you think Rusev could maybe gain heading into a future title match against Lesnar if he can knock off Del Rio here tonight?
That certainly won't hurt anything, you know, build a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum heading into that. You can take, you know, you need all you can get when you're going into a match with Brock Lesnar. We all know that.
All right, Jimmy,
Absolutely.
shift the tables. If you're Rusev and you lose to Del Rio, what does that do for your psyche going into a matchup against Lesnar with the title on the line?
Imagine that one. They're like, so much confidence, you lose to somebody, that's just a deal breaker. That's just like, wow, I did not expect that to happen. Where did that come from? And so, you never know. Look at Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The best example.
Well, both these men have something in common. Both Del Rio and Rusev, they both ended up fighting for the United States Championship back when Apollo Crews held it. Neither one were successful in getting the title from him.
Did you see when this match started that enziguri kick that Del Rio did to Rusev? Rusev hasn't been able to come out of the starting gate yet.
No, I also, yeah, well, there's maybe a little bit of momentum on the side of Rusev, but yeah, I mean, Del Rio, it's been a little bit of time since we've seen Del Rio in the ring, and he looks as good as ever.
Speaking of looks good as ever, look at Charles Robinson in there, actually minding his own business.
You know, I thought you were going to talk about Lana on the outside, but your mind distracted over to Robinson.
Hey, come on, when can you not talk about Charles Robinson?
He's a beautiful man.
I mean, granted, yeah, Lana's really hot. I mean, big time, like, out there. She's just eye candy.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. A 2 count already, almost 3 on Rusev. Rusev, get your head in the game, man.
You know, I mean, you're such a fan of Robinson. I'm surprised you didn't lobby.
Oh!
Oh!
I am not taking responsibility for that one.
Oh, man, Robinson's head turned into a soccer ball.
We need to stop talking about it.
It's good for 3. Right through the uprights. But, you know, I mean, you're such a fan of Robinson. I'm surprised you didn't lobby to General Manager of Raw, Michael Norman, to put Charles Robinson on your Raw Survivor Series team.
Man, I tried to get James Ellsworth on my team. That was why he faced AJ Styles. That wasn't no Michael Norman dude. That was me trying to put... That was me actually having an input in trying to get James Ellsworth a match.
Hey, chin lives matter.
If Charles Robinson continues to take, you know, all these shots, he's gonna start. Whenever he goes to do the count, he's gonna start at 3 and count backwards to 1 instead of the other way around.
I thought he. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean that.
I thought he probably would go ABC, but okay.
ABC. An honorary member of the Jackson 5.
Yeah, right. Little MJ.
Wow.
See, well, we've seen some wrestlers do the moonwalk in the ring, so why not Robinson? Wow, Del Rio's fired up.
And
backbreaker.
I mean, boy, yes, you see Del Rio. I mean, he's putting up a great fight against Rusev.
Backstabber.
You know, what could this do for Del Rio if he's able to beat the #1 contender for the U.S. Championship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait a minute, wait. Did Del Rio just like let him up? Because I don't even think he kicked out.
Oh, he wanted to put him in the arm breaker, the cross arm breaker.
Cross arm breaker on Rusev.
He didn't want a pinfall victory. He wanted to have him tap.
And he didn't.
The tree trunk-like arms of Rusev wrapped up in the armbar. Somehow Rusev did not tap. Oh!
Having a couple glitches on our end, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore those little technical difficulties.
Oh, here's the cover by Rusev. On Del Rio. Oh, and a kick out at 2.
Boy, we've seen a lot of near falls already in this matchup.
Roll up.
Oh, there's a roll up.
Only a 1 count on that roll up, though.
Wow, Del Rio giving Rusev all he can handle here. Oh! There's that martial arts kick. That could do it. Oh, and Del Rio out at 2. I don't know if Del Rio knows where he's at.
Well, that didn't help.
Page out of Brock Lesnar's book. Oh, now Rusev working on Del Rio's arm, and oh wow, what a belly-to-belly throw, overhead throw.
Is there a Suplex City in Bulgaria?
There might be.
Never know.
I think that kind's called suplex something.
Suplex Machka.
Machka. Oh, and here we go.
Breaker again.
Got it in for the second time. Is Rusev gonna tap out now? Oh man, he's trying to fight. He's trying to get to the bottom rope. I don't think Rusev's gonna be able to hang on. Somehow he did. Oh, but look at that. Boy, he's just favoring that arm. Uh-oh. Now he's got his own submission in. Full Nelson.
Full Nelson submission, and Del Rio tapped out.
Did he tap out or did he pass out?
I think he tapped.
Wow, Rusev weathering the storm of Alberto Del Rio. Well, I mean, he didn't get out of the blocks early, but he did get the win. So, I mean, that's at least got to be counted for something heading into that matchup against Lesnar at some point.
It wasn't an easy win, but it's a win nonetheless.
Rusev, show him victorious.
Oh, and now, the latest victim, Fandango. Oh, he just slammed the door right in his face.
Well, that's not going to make one half of the prettiest team on Smackdown uglier. Then
I always thought getting the door slammed on it was just an expression. No, that was literal.
That was literal. Oh, now they're...
Well, this is I'm really not surprised by this.
Cardboard lives matter.
Brock Lesnar is tossing Fandango around, not caring who's in his path, even his own teammates.
Team Cole has been on a mission tonight, and we heard early on social media that this is going to be a one-on-one match, and yeah, that's exactly what we're going to get here.
Fandango's
trying to fight off.
He's holding his own.
Yeah, he is.
Now it's coming.
So
now
much for the
numbers are starting to get up. The numbers are starting to get to him now.
Oh man, Lesnar! Oh, what a follow-away slam!
Well, now it's time for our main event.
You gotta wonder what's been going through the mind of this man, seeing each one of his team members, his followers, if you will, being picked off one by one.
I don't even think he knows Fandango was just attacked.
Well, I've just gotten word from the back that only 3 members, apparently Tyler Breeze was not here tonight, so all 3 members that were here of the Underdogs, they've been taken out. This will officially be a one-on-one matchup.
Definitely gonna see here, as here comes the SmackDown Commissioner, Seth Cole.
And the first time that we are going to see Seth Cole in the ring since Night of Champions. Remember when he went toe-to-toe with Raw General Manager Michael Norman?
No, wasn't he was in the ring before. He was in the ring after that?
No, I believe it was before. Well, was it?
No, it was after that.
The Wyatt family...
Yeah, the Wyatt family.
Oh, okay, that was after. Okay, all right. For some reason, I thought that was beforehand. So it'll be the third time that we will see Seth Cole in a y.W.c ring. And of course, let's not forget, guys, I don't think that Seth Cole's in for an easy task tonight, because let's remember, that masked figure, he went toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar. He pushed Brock Lesnar to the limit.
Absolutely. I honestly thought that he was going to get the win over Lesnar until he went after Paul Heyman, and then we saw Lesnar just take it to a whole nother level and come out with the victory. But the fact that he was able to manhandle Lesnar the way he did, I mean, just goes to show you that this guy is no pushover, whoever he may be.
Oh, good insecurity kick there by Seth Cole. Seth Cole coming up a little bit short compared to this masked figure.
Microphone muted.
What do you guys think? Let's see. Well, Kyle, what exactly do you think about this match?
A lot of bad blood, as we've seen over the last couple of weeks. We saw how SmackDown ended last week, and it's going to get even worse heading into a Survivor Series here. This is just a preview of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you can see, the masked figure kind of really taking it to Seth Cole right now. Christopher Pierce was actually called to the back for something important. So, Cal, it's just me and you out here for calling this main event.
Absolutely. We'll try to steer the ship as well as we can here. And Seth, big kick to the back of the masked figure.
So much riding on the line for these two at Survivor Series. You know, the masked figure, a shot at becoming the y.W.c World Heavyweight Champion if his team is successful at Survivor Series. But on the opposite side, if Seth Cole's team is victorious, then the masked figure has to unmask. So a lot is riding on the line for both of these competitors. And think about it.
And who this masked figure can be. I mean, it's wide open. For the longest time, we all thought it would be Sami Zayn, but as I mentioned earlier last week, it was revealed that it ain't Sami Zayn, as he will be a part of Team Cole at Survivor Series.
Obviously it's somebody taller than Seth, because he, right now, I don't want to say he's towering over Seth, but is pretty on the tall side. Compared to him, Seth goes for a pin on the masked figure. Almost a 3 count.
What a drop kick, and even knock him down. But a nice uppercut does.
Oh, roll up by Seth Cole to the masked figure. Kick out at 1. Now, when you think about it, this is Seth Cole, like you said, third time Seth Cole's been in the ring. Could there be any type of ring rust, or do you think that's what this match is for, is to get rid of that ring rust?
I think that is what this match is for, to possibly get rid of the ring rust. But Seth's putting up a pretty good fight here, so if he has any ring rust, it's not a whole lot.
Uh-oh, here comes the masked figure. After a kick to the face, another masked kick to the face.
And a swinging neck breaker.
But I moved there. Where could his masked figure be going? He's coming over towards us over here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't like where this is going either. Oh, the Blue Thunder Bomb on Seth Cole on the outside. Oh wait, what's Seth doing? Seth's got him up. Brainbuster on the outside, dropping the masked figure on the back of his head.
And Seth, running around, gets back into the ring, trying to break the ref's count. Masked
figure
gets back in as well.
While all this is going on, I wonder what the SmackDown general manager Dylan Young is thinking in his head through this whole situation with the Underdogs and everything. Pinned by the masked figure, kick out at 2 by Seth Cole.
That's a really good point.
What do you think's got to go? What do you think's going through Dylan Young's head at this point?
I don't know. I mean, Dylan's been pretty silent over the last couple of weeks. Haven't really heard a whole lot from him. We haven't gotten his thoughts on the whole situation. So yeah, that is a really good question of what could be going through his mind right now.
I was going through something, but Dylan... Oh, wow, I almost said Dylan Young. What is wrong with me? See what happens when you talk about somebody? It gets stuck on your brain. But, the masked figure... Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking fucking Dylan Young.
Maria is on Raw, not SmackDown, so I don't know what's going through your mind.
I can't help it, okay? It happens.
Superplex.
Superplex, not enough to put him away. And it is! Seth Cole beats the masked figure here on Thursday Night SmackDown.
That
and
right
what
there.
Go ahead.
That is a huge win right there for Seth Cole, and boy, how's that going to affect the team heading into Survivor Series on both sides? I mean, Team Cole going to be the big benefit the most, you would think.
See you guys for Survivor Series.